to another sparkle adventure. I realized that this is a completely different, let's see if I can get this right. I'm trying this like fancy gimbal to hold my phone so that it looks really nice, but there's a couple problems here. So my face is like right there, but the camera is right over here, so I keep looking over my face. I'm going to try to just look at the lens, but like I said, I'm also using this fancy gimbal, so that way it's like super smooth. This is my second ever vlog on my channel. I think is only one that has gone up on my channel before. It was many years ago. And I've upgraded my equipment, I've upgraded my style, I've learned a lot about filming videos and posting videos and the music, and I've learned a lot. So if you do go back and watch that video, just know it's really old, and this is not going to be that. But I realized, so I'm super active on Instagram stories, at Sparkle Adventures, go give me a follow. But I realized that I put up a lot of content in my stories that could go in a vlog, and there's probably a lot of you who are subscribed or who watch my videos, but don't follow me on Instagram or don't watch my stories. So I thought maybe I would shoot a YouTube video to give you a bit of a slice of life, more about who I am and what a day in the life looks like for me. I keep looking over at myself. I'm like right there, but the lens is right here. Okay, anyway. So, right. What you can expect today are, you'll see that paper crafting project I'm working on that's taken over my desk. You will see the garden. I'll do a short walkthrough. It's my container garden, and I'll show you the patio, kind of show you, a walkthrough of that, and working with Dan, and then working on the newsletter. So let's have an awesome Monday. And I'm so excited for you guys to come along. Yeah, okay, enough talk. Let's have an awesome day. Since it is spring and we recently went to the grocery store, and by recently I mean, I guess a week ago at this point, I got produce and I need to eat it up. So we're going to have my favorite summer salad to finish up the strawberries for sure. Hold on, let me get everything out. So I'm trying to hold the camera. You do it all at the same time. Okay, I know that I'm a disembodied voice, but that's what we're going to have to do. So I'm going to start with spinach. Oh, it's not looking so hot. Nice little bed of spinach there. And I've got this spring mix that I get from Aldi. I'm just going to grab a handful, kind of look over it. Still looks pretty good. I'm just going to toss that right on top. Okay. Then I'm going to grab a handful of blueberries and rinse them over in the sink. Again, just looking over and make sure they look okay. The blueberries still look good. Okay, so I'm just going to toss those right on top. Fun fact, many years ago, I worked at Edible Arrangements. So I'm quite intimate with fruit, especially strawberries, melons, grapes, pineapple. Just gonna grab my paring knife and get some like quartered pieces. Okay, I'm just throw that on there. Then I've got cranberries and glazed walnuts. Full disclosure, I actually hate walnuts. I thought that I grabbed the pecans. But I'm just going to grab a little bit of that. Crunch, and a little sweetness. And lastly, our dressing. But I thought I would show you the ginormous yard that Dan and I have access to at the apartment complex that we live in. There's like a really big yard. But look at all that space. It is so nice to have, especially like, so having this and the patio at our apartment. I just feel so lucky to have this space to be outside when it's so, I think it's like 77 degrees right now. I mean, it's windy, I'm sure you can hear the wind, but it's so nice. I feel bad for people who don't have access to any sort of outside space right now. Okay, how about a garden/patio tour, shall we? Wildflower seeds. These are the first things I planted this year. So I just put them, I started them off in smaller pots and then repotted them maybe about 2 weeks ago. And yeah, doing well. These are bell pepper seeds. If you have been following me on Instagram, you will know these have been giving me such a hard time. I was even afraid that like I wasn't going to get anything at all. And then just this morning, I saw this little seed sprout and that one. So I'm hoping that I get more. But if I only get 2, I will be overjoyed. These have been a labor. Okay, so then we have more seeds. I'll talk through these here. Gypsophilia, it's a white flower. I got a bunch of these seed packets from Dollar Tree and they were $1/4 each. So that's what this is, Gypsophilia. Flower garden mix, same thing, kind of like the wildflowers. I don't know what all is in the mix. I just put them in here maybe about a week ago. This in here is a flower rocket. I'll put a picture up so you can see what I'm talking about. It was something that they had at Dollar Tree and I was like, I'll give it a shot. Perennial mix, again, like the flower garden mix. I don't know what all is in there. I just put it in the pot to see what comes up. Shasta Daisies. These were the ones that took the longest to show any sort of growth, but as you can see, those are doing well. Marigolds, which I think, according to what I'm seeing on the internet, these are good to help keep mosquitoes away. So once these grow, I might spread them out into more pots. These are Cosmos, another dollar store seed packet dealio. These are my latest. These are hanging baskets. So inside the inner pot are, let's see, I think this one's daisies, and these two are forget-me-nots, and then around the outside I had more of these gypsophilia seeds, so it'll be that white gypsophilia flower with forget-me-nots in there, and then daisies. These beauties have become my friggin' favorites. I love hostas. I love hostas so much. I bought these off of, I think, OfferUp or maybe Facebook Marketplace about a week ago. They did not look this big. On Saturday, maybe like 3 days ago, I replanted them or repotted them in these containers, and they've gotten so big and so lush. They are happy, which makes me happy. These are my little tomato babies. I have 6 of them. I started those off by just cutting up a slice of tomato, and at first I was growing it in here, just like a cup, and then it turned into all of those. Well, there were a ton actually of more that I thinned down as they grew, and then I have these 6 left. I think eventually I only want to plant like 2 of them, but I've got 6 in these containers just to see kind of which do the best, and then I'll pick the best 2 out of those 6. I have more hostas. I bought these off of OfferUp as well. I bought 4 of them for like $6. Seemed like a really great deal. So these are taking a little bit longer to kind of take off, but I think these were more maybe traumatized because they were dug up from the ground more recently, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, they are growing. They're just not doing as well as the variegated hostas, those guys. All right, and then in here I'm growing a lettuce mix because I would love to be able to have some spring and summer salads. This is Bib lettuce. This is spinach. Whenever these get a little bit bigger, I'm gonna move spinach to its own container. I'm just kind of waiting. I get so excited. I just have so many things to say. I've been thinning them out. There were a ton more little tiny plants, but I'm not gonna possibly be able to eat that much lettuce. So as these keep growing, I'll keep thinning them down to the best ones, and then, like I said, I'll move the spinach over to its own container. Then we have, this is a hosta. This is one of those ones that is doing okay, not great. Now this, I feel like I should apologize for. This is thyme. I bought it in an herb pack from the grocery store and was gonna try to replant it from that, essentially like a cutting. It is not doing great, but I keep watering it every day. The stems themselves, like some of them feel kind of sturdy, so maybe it just needs a second to like get some roots, but I'm kind of worried about that. Same thing as the sage. I planted it from cuttings. It's doing okay, I think. We'll see what happens there. Rosemary, also from a cutting. That doesn't belong. Mint, also from a cutting, but I think it's doing really well. And then hostas and a majesty palm. So there you can see it. We've got the whole garden. As I'm sure you can tell by now, I absolutely love being out here. I feel really proud. This morning I was journaling. This is what I was journaling about when I was writing my journal. Just like, I feel so proud when I look down and I see all of these little seed plants coming up, because I grew pretty much most of this from seeds, except for the hostas, which even the hostas I feel a sense of pride about, because like I didn't bring them up from seeds or anything. But by putting them in these containers, using the fertilizer and the soil that I'm using, they're just doing really, really well. Okay, so I should say, there's still some things that I want. I need bigger containers for the tomatoes whenever they grow, like from the seedlings into more substantial plants. They'll need larger size containers. Same things for the bell peppers. There are more plants that I want, but I've decided to kind of call it good here at this point. With plants, I've got enough to try to keep alive. Plus, we had some unexpected vet bills last week, and so we kind of need to play catch up from that a little bit, which means no more like other extras, which is totally fine because, like I said, I've got enough to keep alive and keep going and growing here. The only like 3 other things that I would like this year would be lighting to be out here at night. I have a bedside light that I can bring out here, and I do sometimes. A table and chairs to be able, like a nice kind of dining set. I've already picked out the set from IKEA that I want. It's just waiting for IKEA to open. And an outdoor rug to really kind of give it that homey feel. But that's an extra. That's, that's not super important. So I guess the things that I would like would be a couple more containers for the plants that I already have, table and chairs, and lights. Right. Okay, so I think I'm gonna finally start on this paper crafting project on my desk. So let's go to my office. So as you can see, I am working on a mini album here. It was for Mother's Day. It is up on my channel. I'll put a link down in the description down below, and also in the eye in the sky up in the corner. If you want to see the full project, head over there. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. By the time I finished working on this project, it was pretty late, and I think I just probably crashed on the couch. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and seeing a day in the life. I'm definitely going to be adding more vlogs to my channel, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss them. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye!